Hello, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the poem, the famous poem written by Rabindranath Tagore, Where the Mind is Without Fear. So, Rabindranath Tagore, before entering into the poem, let me discuss about the author Rabindranath Tagore. He was born in 7th May 1861 in Bengali Brahmin from Kolkata with the ancestral gentry roots in Purdue district. He was an Indian poet, writer, playwright, composer, and philosopher, social reformer, and the painter. He reshaped the Bengali literature and music as well as the Indian art with a contextual modernism in the late 19th, early 20th century. So he became in 1930 the first non-European and the first lyricist to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Tagore's poet songs were viewed in a spiritual and impulsive, where his elegant prose and a magical poetry were widely popular in the Indian subcontinent. His famous works, Gitanjali, The Home and the World, The Heart of God, Prayers of Rabindranath Tagore, Fireflies, The Religion of Man, Cooked by Stray Birds, Gora, The Poet of the Post Office, The Gardener, Chaturanga, and the last one, and few more things were there. And here the drama, the Valmiki, uh, Parthiba, Daka, Chandalika, Shaima, Chaturanga we have already discussed, and famous novels are Sudesi, and next one. If it this is a what is the before you enter into the where the mind is without fear. So Gitanjali. So this is the poem, one song we have prescribed in our text. So Gitanjali. So it's a collection of 103 poems. He received the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913 for the Gitanjali for English translation Song of Offering. So making him the first non-European and the first Asian and only the Indian to receive the honor. And it is a part of UNESCO collection of representative work. And it's a central theme of devotion and the motto of I am here to sing this song. This song means you song. And let me enter into the poem here. So where the mind is without fear and the head is head high, where the knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic wars, where the words come out of from the depth of the truth, where the tireless drawing stretches its arms toward the perfection, where the clear streams of reasons has not been lost in way into a dirty desert and of the dead habits, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action. Into the heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake. So this is the poem which we are going to be discussed now. So where the mind is without fear and head is head high. So head high is here is means rise up. So where the mind is without fear, wherever the mind is without fear, they can rise their head boldly. Okay, with the delight and self-respect. Here, the head high means is mean in this Tagore is mentioned here is delight and self-respect you will get from that where is knowledge is free. So the knowledge is free is mentioned here education and what is the freedom and good things of nation. So wherever the education is free for all, there you can be rise your head and work for your identity. Okay, and the next one where the world has not been broken up into fragment by narrow domestic wall and the you can be freelessly you can be work and you can know so where the world has not been broken to fragment narrow by domestic wars. So if you take the domestic wars here represent caste religion and language and the political identities. Okay, so if you have all these things there is no so you no need to be where the where the world has not been broken to the fragment pieces in a form of caste, religion, and language, there you don't need to be worried about that. You can raise your hands, you can be work for that. And next one, where the world come out from the depth of truth. Here, depth of truth is represent as where the people only speak two things. If you speak truth, okay, whatever will happen, you are going to be speak about only the truth and listen. You don't need to be he can be head is always head high. So you don't need to fear on anything else. Okay. And next one, where the words come out from the depth of truth. If you're talking to truth in the same, you don't need to be wise. Here also they have mentioned that you don't need to worry about that anything else if you're talking the truth. You don't need to fear for anything. And next one, the way the tireless striving in this, what is that? The hardworking people. So hardworking people, only lazy people and those who are blaming others, they can be feared. But those who are working for hardworking people, no need to fear on anything else. The stretches of arms and toward the perfection. Those who are going to be stretch their arms for the perfection alone. Those who are honesty and the truthful people. And next, where the tireless starving stretches and the arms are toward the perfection, where the clear stream of reason here, where is the clear stream of reason means logical thinking people. So who can be give the logical thinking? So who are studied, who are educated. So they started to being what is that? They go with the stream of reasoning. So logical thinking has now not must be in the early desert, sand into a depth habit. So even though the desert also they can be make it to a fertile land. Those were educated, logical thinking people. So that is Tagore has mentioned here. And one more thing, the next one, where the mind is lead forward, you means the into ever widening thought and action. So you have to be if you don't have fear on anything else, you can be keep on forwarding for your success of the nation or success of the freedom or whatever the wish. I into the heaven of freedom. He is mentioned that those people have been okay rising up. They don't need to be fragment of. They never bother about the like away from the caste region and the other things. And Tyler Stirling, the stream of reasoning and what that even the unfertile land also they make it to the logical reasoning people and they can see in a heaven of freedom. Heaven of freedom is nothing but okay. We can be wish. We can be live whatever we think. Okay, my father here, my father is represent to here the God and super being who are all working for the super being for the nation. Okay, let my country awake. Okay, let me country awake. So this is the what is that? Here the heaven of freedom is mentioned is what is it? A paradise. Paradise are full of spiritual freedom. Okay, we know it, like Mahatma Gandhi. Ahimsa, now the same principle he has been implemented here. So it is a part of the God awake in the country into the we want to be awake in the form of freedom. So that is also he has been mentioned into the things. And the next one, so if we have to be know about more about this, because this is the explanation about all these things. Once again, I'm read the same quote, where the mind is without fear, where the mind is without fear, and the head is head high, where the knowledge is free. So will be right, and where the world has not been uh, where the world has not been broken up into a fragment by narrow domestic walls, where the words come out from the depth of truth, where the tireless rowing stretches its arms towards the perfection, where the clear stream of reasoning has not lost its way into the drizzly desert, sand of depth habits, and where the mind is led forward by the into ever widening thoughts and actions into the heaven of freedom. My father, let my country awake. Where the mind is without fear and the head is head high, where the knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into the fragment by narrow domestic walls, where the words come out from the depth of truth, where the stylus towing stretches arms toward the perfection, where the clearless streams of reasons has not lost in the way into a dreary desert sand of death habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into a ever-widening thought and action, into a heaven freedom, into the freedom, my father, let me country awake. And the next one, the moral of the Pope. Okay, visualizing of the visualizing The India country where the people are free from the restrictions of fear to think and a progressive and broad-minded way. The people started to think about the broad-minded way, need to be in a narrow-minded or some other thing is that is try to be identified. And the theme of the poem, the poet wishes to that wants to his countrymen, what are the people are in your countrymen to be a free to be free of fear and hold their head high with a self-esteem and humble pride. He wishes his country to be united and free of narrow domestic strife and clashes, backwardness, and the divisions. Okay, and these are all the suggested questions. So what is the theme of the participants? In the where the mind is patriotism, in the where the mind is without fear, and what is the significance of the title? Where is the mind is without fear? What is the main theme of the the poem in the poet's mind? Okay, what is the themes of the poem fear and how it is reflected? We can be right. What does the Tagore says about the mind without fear? These are the suggested questions, and any questions you can ask. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you very much.